Good, everybody, welcome back. My name is Raul. This is Lift the Noise. Glory be to God. Today I'm doing a mic review for you guys. So like when you start doing YouTube on a consistent basis, these companies will email you with a collaboration offer, and they will offer you like free products in exchange for a video review of their product. And I've gotten a few of these. More oftentimes than not, the product doesn't necessarily like line up with my niche, but I've been expanding a little bit, mostly been doing the MPC stuff, beats, but I want to do some more songwriting, so I've expanded in, accepting a few microphones here and there. It's something that'll benefit me because I get to try out some new things on my voice and just see how that goes. So the reason it interests me was for two reasons. Number one, it's a USB mic, so I can test it out with the new MPC 2.10 USB audio feature. And then secondly, it's a dynamic microphone. I haven't really seen many dynamic USB microphones, that combination. I was at like a Best Buy the other day and I noticed they had like a Samsung brand has a USB microphone that also has an XLR. This microphone that I'm showing you today is strictly USB, I believe. But what's interesting about that is that it's a dynamic, so it's not as sensitive as condenser microphones. So it'll work for me in a few ways because I've been doing a podcast, and obviously you can see there's a lot of noise. You can hear a lot of noise. I'll be right there, baby. There's a lot of noise in the background, so I can cut out some of that using a dynamic microphone. As well, if I'm going to be going to work and traveling around, taking my MPC, a dynamic microphone may be key if I'm trying to do some vocals or whatever, recording whatever, to kind of trap out some of that background noise. So that's cool about this thing. So let's take a look. I'm gonna unbox it, test it out with the MPC, maybe do a little rhythm and poetry. So let's see. Come on. All right, so thank you to the fine folks at Fifine. They sent me over this K658 podcast microphone. It says for recording, streaming, and gaming. I don't see anywhere on here that actually says dynamic. And just to say one thing, shooting this video right now isn't the ideal situation for me. I'd usually, want to wait for the family to be out the house because, as you can tell, all the background noise, and then also we got the fan running. But I figured it'd be actually a useful demonstration to see if some of that noise that's going on in the background right now will actually be eliminated by using a microphone like this. So I'm right now using the built-in microphone on my phone camera, and I did a quick search. And it says that most cell phones actually use tiny condenser electric microphones. So I won't get into the details of what that means exactly, but it is a condenser microphone, so it has a tendency to be pretty sensitive, as you can tell. Lots being picked up. So, all right, like looking at the box. Yeah, let's see what it says. USB plug and play with PC, laptop, Mac, and PS4. Obviously not MPC 1, so we're gonna see what happens. See if it is plug and play with this. Tap to mute the sensor with LED indicator. Useful monitoring. 3.5mm headphone jack for real-time monitoring. Sound delivers warm and smooth sound without extra noise. So I guess this is kind of indicating that it's a dynamic microphone, with that sound without extra noise kind of detail there. So gain, easily adjust the mic gain by turning the dial on the mic. And then lighting. The RGB lighting creates unique atmosphere for streaming. So that's what we see going on right here. I believe it kind of corresponds to what you're saying. So it lights up and stuff. Yeah, so let's open it up. Take a look. This slides off right here. It says Fifine. Yeah, and then we got another kind of thing right here. We gotta cut this. I usually end up using these kinds of boxes for putting, accessories and stuff. So Fifine K658 user guide. Whoa, that's kind of some old school Windows looking Windows, isn't it? Anyways, I'm gonna skip that. Just take a look at what's inside. We got the microphone itself. Yeah, it's kind of lightweight. It looks good. Nice look to it. Packaging is pretty dope. I like that. USB cable, USB-C style. The next thing would be the shock mount. Okay. And then down there, oh, this is okay, little threading thing there. And this is a microphone, kind of like tripod stand. It actually feels really heavy duty. I've got a little stand like this for a camera, which is a lot lighter. So when I saw the picture of this, I actually thought that it looked pretty flimsy. But this is solid, so definitely seems like it's gonna hold the mic in place. And then it looks like we have, oh, I thought it was a cable tie. I guess some more kind of threading here to lock it into the shock mount, I'm guessing. And then that is it. That's all. So I'm gonna set all this aside. Take a look at what we got. That's everything we got right there. And let's put it together and test it out with the MPC. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to put this thing together, and it says right here to put the mic this side up. So I'm just gonna go in there, just gonna peel this off. And then go like that. And then it was this piece right here that threads down there. See that? And then at the bottom, this is where we have the actual USB and your headphone. I'm gonna use the headphone in order for you guys to hear what I'm doing. Plug the headphone out into my audio interface rather than using it as a direct headphone. But if I was out with the MPC, let's say this works, then I could monitor my MPC through the headphone, because all my audio will be coming through USB. So just thread this on there so it holds in place. There we go. This whole shock mount seems to be made of plastic. Everything is pretty light. I'm not sure. The knob is plastic. This could be plastic, but it also seems like it's maybe a metal. I have to look at the description in the Amazon link for this to be sure. I haven't really looked into that. But yeah, so now we have tripod. Probably easier to do it this way. There you go. I think I might want to flip it around so I have access to the volume knob on top and I can monitor myself. All right, so I got the MPC one pulled up, ready to go. Just get this USB cable that it came with. It's got a built-in little tie there, and it's pretty long. I don't know how long this is, maybe 10 feet. Pretty lengthy. So I'll just plug it in there at the bottom, USB-C style, which is good, into the MPC. All right, so we got some power on the actual mic. Slid up. I'm gonna go into menu, and then we got the preference wheel, and then audio device. So right here where it says audio device, click the big knob. And here we go. We got the Fifine microphones. So it's switched my ins and outs from the built-in to the USB. So that's pretty cool. It's plug and play. Now I'm gonna monitor it for myself, and then if it sounds good, well, I'm gonna switch over and plug into my audio interface so you guys can actually get a sound demonstration. Plug in my headphones in here. I should probably load up a beat, a different project. I just got an empty project here. So I'll just test it real quick. Let's go. It's got a quick, nice little touch mute. Ultra sensitive. It's not even a click or nothing, it's just a little touch. So that's pretty cool. But the audio seems to be kind of quiet going in. But I'm gonna open up another project and see what the music sounds like coming through, because the microphone is pretty much working as an audio interface. So I'm gonna be able to monitor my MPC through the mic's headphone output. Mic check 1 2, come on. Hey, yeah. All right, so I got some audio coming through. I'm monitoring my MPC through this. It's working. Like I said, it's not super loud, but it's cool. It's pretty decent. I'm gonna actually plug it in now into my audio interface, and I'll show you what cables you might use for that kind of thing. I have them somewhere here. So this is the audio interface that I'm using. It's a Behringer U-Control UCA 222, so it's a really cheap interface. I think it cost me 19 bucks. There's a link in the description. So a very inexpensive way to get your like MPC audio into your videos, pretty high quality, decent quality, better than getting it from a speaker to the microphone on your phone. So since this is what I'm using, it has RCA inputs, and I'm going from the Fifine microphone headphone out to monitor, and that's gonna go into this interface. And let's do that, and then we'll see if we can get a little rhythm and poetry in. I might have to wait till tomorrow, so we'll see. Let's check it out. All right, so I got a beat loaded up here. This is from last month's Patreon sample pack that I put together. Yeah, so it's here it is. Check, and what you're hearing is the audio from the Fifine. So it's kind of quiet on my end. I can't hear too much. One thing I notice is I can control the audio level from the monitor input, I believe. Input just of my mic, see, as it goes down. It's muted there, unmuted. But the audio from my MPC is just seems to be fixed. So I think if I wanted to monitor it at a different level, I'd probably have to go into like my master over here and change it that way. Check. So it seems to be independent of this level here. I'm not sure if there's a way, and if I pull up the manual, maybe it has some indication, but I might just have actual control of my mic input and not of monitoring what's coming out. So that's interesting. I swear I haven't looked at this yet though. It just shows out assembly. Yes, assembly and RGB. Tap the button to turn on off the RGB lighting. There's a button on the side here somewhere. Down to the bottom there. Yeah, I like that these buttons are really, they're just a little tap. So that's cool. Turn that on. It just seems to kind of like strobe with the light there. It does. It's not like I thought earlier. It doesn't seem to be affected by what I'm saying. So it's not like a, you know what I mean, where I'm getting at with that. But this is the audio from this microphone. I could turn it up a bit. I'd maybe put like a compressor. It looks like I already have a compressor on the input here. So should be check. Oh, we got it doubled up though for some reason. Check. Yeah, check. Microphone check. Yeah, that's a bit strange how that works. I don't know if I could turn that off. So it's interesting because I'm hearing the audio going through the mic, and then I'm also hearing it when I turn on the monitor in. I'm hearing it doubled up because it's coming through the MPC. If that makes sense. It makes sense to me in a way intuitively, but that's one thing I don't necessarily like. Yeah. I think we fear our own success. I drink these beers to ease the stress. I think these tears are more or less therapeutic for the soul. Thank God I'm blessed to let them out. It's not healthy just to hold on to emotion deep inside. Energy has got to move, so recognize the motion of your pride and let it go. It's like a wave you got to ride. All right, so that's a little test of it. I mean, this is the microphone, the sound of it itself. My thoughts, well, first of all, as the MPC, the way the MPC works with USB audio, I'm not sure I like that because what it's doing, it's kind of bypassing the input itself. So when I arm the sampler on the input, it does a double thing. So I can't really put effects on the input like a compressor like I would usually want to in order to level out my sound or increase the volume a little bit, because with the dynamic it's kind of quiet, right? So this itself is a bit quiet. The audio, I can't really tell from just listening right now. I had to play it back to see if some of the environmental sounds are being blocked out, because I would need to turn the compressor on to hear a little bit more, because I'm hearing the room and the fan going a little bit more than I'm hearing when I'm monitoring my headphones. So the sound itself is pretty clean as far as I can tell. So the mic itself as a USB mic, it's good. The build of it doesn't seem super durable, but it's not too bad. I think actually the most durable part is the actual like little tripod stand. And then I like the little buttons, like the features of it are kind of cool. The little tap mute and the tap button for the RGB lighting or whatever is going on there. So yeah, back to the MPC part and the way the USB works. I'm not sure I really like it as far as like trying to plug it. I mean, it's fine if you're going to go and just do some like scratch recordings and you have nothing else, no other options, right? but I kind of rather just do it the way that I've been doing. I've been using a USB mic. I've been using this Rode mic, NT USB Mini, but I just power it and then I plug the headphone out directly into the MPC, and I can monitor it, put like a compressor on it and stuff, and do it that way. So, I mean, that is another benefit of using a USB mic, is that you don't need any other audio interface. Whether you have USB audio functionality in your MPC, if not, like prior to this, I was just doing it this way. It's convenient because you can power it. You can just plug it into an outlet, or maybe have some other kind of like USB power bank to power the mic itself, and then just plug it in normally through the headphone out on the mic into the line inputs on the back of your MPC. So judge for yourself. This is the sound of it. I think it's cool. I think I'm gonna want to test this out probably for a podcast. Do the Dad Beats podcast I've been doing lately. If you haven't seen that, go check it out with I Am Sight and the King of Caesar. It's been a really great thing over there. It's been educational and just a good motivational thing. So go check it out. If you're a dad, whether you are or not, there's valuable information. We're not just covering, you know, just dad stuff, but beats in general, music business. Yeah. So the Fifine microphone right here, dynamic microphone. So yeah, the Fifine K658 podcast microphone for recording, streaming, and gaming. Go check it out. There'll be a link in the description. Amazon, and there's also a discount with like the coupon code or discount code Lifted Noise. So check that out for a little bit of a discount, like I said. So yeah, just for yourself. I mean, I think it's fine. I need to give it some more tests and see what happens with it. But yeah. Thanks, Fifine. I appreciate you guys, and thank you all for watching. Until next time, like I always say, stay bold. Like I always say, be bold, stay humble, lift noise. God bless. Peace.